Rasta Carl, Exiled with a Secret. Part 3, Rasta Redemption. The taxi jolted to a stop in front of a modest wood and brick house nestled deep in the bush, just 5 minutes' walk from the main road. The sun dipped behind the hills, casting long shadows across the overgrown yard. Dogs barked as Carlton stepped out, dragging his bag and his exhaustion behind him. A voice shouted from the house, "Who's there?" "It's me, Carlton," he called back, voice cracking. "Delroy never showed up at the airport. I had to take a taxi." The front door creaked open. Aunt Jess stepped out, concern on her weathered face. "Delroy's still upset you didn't help him buy that rum bar. Him still holding a grudge." She scanned him from head to toe. "Come in." The house was simple. A fan hummed in the sitting room. The air smelled of citrus, wood polish, and a kind of hope still under construction. "Find a spot on the floor. It's all I can offer. You're my sister's son. I won't turn my back on you." Carlton nodded. The fan's breeze was a small comfort in the heat. "You'll help around the yard. Saturday we go to market. I sell fruits and vegetables. It's not easy, but it's a life." He barely listened. His head pounded. His throat felt dry. "There's lemonade in the icebox. Help yourself." Carlton drank like a man rescued from a desert. As the cool liquid hit his chest, he whispered a prayer for one thing. James, the laptop or thumb drive, the Bitcoin. Meanwhile, in Brooklyn, James rang the buzzer outside Janice's apartment in East Flatbush. She opened the door, looking as stunning as ever. Hair flawless, nails done, smile sharp.
Well, look who shows up bearing gifts, she smirked.
James handed her wine and a junior's cheesecake. "For you and your son. Didn't want to come empty-handed."
She waved him in, walking with flirtatious ease. "You want something to drink? Hennessy, wine, beer, water?"
"Beer's fine." She returned with 2 bottles and sat close enough to blur the line between friendly and something else.
"So, what's Carlton want with all this old junk?" she asked. "His old clothes? The laptop's old. The thumb drive's encrypted."
"I thought maybe I could help you with it."
She shrugged. "Those clothes? They wouldn't sell at a thrift shop."
James played it cool. "Maybe it's valuable in Jamaica."
"You're a good friend. Shame Carlton wasn't more like you."
He smiled awkwardly. "Nice nails."
$150. I'm high maintenance." Carlton could never keep up.
"Let's check out his stuff." She led him to Carlton's room. She grabbed sneakers, jeans, shirts. Then she brought out the laptop and a shoebox.
"See if you can unlock it."
He booted the laptop, using some of his hacking skills. He wanted to keep Janice from discovering the Bitcoin. He pulled up old files, music, spreadsheets, nothing suspicious. He dug through the shoebox. No thumb drive. "You mentioned a drive," he asked.
Janice blinked. "Oh, it's in my purse. Took it to my girlfriend. She couldn't figure it out."
She handed it over. James slid it into the laptop's USB port. He purposely skips through files and pulls up a video titled Mom Funeral. He played it.
"Oh, Lord," Janice groaned. "Turn it off. If I have to hear that video again, I will dig out my ears."
"Sorry," he said. "Seems full of junk."
"Exactly. That's what I said. Just take it all. I'm glad it's leaving." "You sure it's not worth keeping?" "Michael needs a computer for homework."
"This old thing won't last 2 months. I'll get your son a new one."
"You're so sweet, James."
"Where do you hang out on weekends?"
"Terrace at the rooftop."
He handed her a sleek business card. "Call me."
"You sure Carlton wouldn't mind?"
"He's gone. Deportation isn't a vacation."
Her smile faded. "He wasted 7 years of my life. We were done before he got picked up. He changed, started going to church and see some church sister. That chapter's closed."
She kissed him.
I am still young. I want to enjoy life and have some fun.
James played along. But when his phone chimed, he pulled away and stood, checked his phone. Gotta run. We'll finish this later. He picked up the bag with Carlton's belongings and the thumb drive. Back in Jamaica. The Maypen sun was merciless, but Carlton Smith refused to fold. Each morning before sunrise, he rose to the crow of yard roosters and began his duties, feeding chickens, giving water to the dogs, walking the 5 family goats down the narrow bush trail to pasture. Aunt Jess kept him busy with farm work, and Carlton worked like a man trying to earn forgiveness from the land itself. He would haul crates of fruit, mangoes, breadfruit, soursop, from the hillside, readying them for Saturday market runs. On Thursdays and Fridays, Delroy called Carlton to come and help at the bar. He would help clean and serve customer. Carlton liked being at the rum bar because of the access to Wi-Fi connection. It was the only way to make video call to sweet Evelyn. One evening after a long, hard day's work, laying under the hot ceiling fan and worrying about his future, a WhatsApp notification pinged on his phone. James, got everything. All safe. We'll message you later. His hands trembled, not from fear, but from hope. His heartbeat quickened with hope. He was still broke, still a deportee. But now, he had a shot. One night, while working hard and tending the bar, Delroy actually began to act human. Cuz, I'm sorry what happened to you in the States. I know getting uprooted and deported can't be an easy thing for you. Having to start from the bottom is a hard thing. Delroy, slowly warming up to Carlton, took 2 beers from the bar. He gives one to Carlton. They drank, laugh, and talk about soccer politics and the local happenings in Maypen. And more importantly, Carlton was excited with permission to use the Wi-Fi. It was his only connection to Evelyn. Late nights he would talk and video chatted Evelyn if the Wi-Fi wasn't too spotty. She was more than a church sister. She was his sanctuary. Evelyn keeps him sane and grounded to reality when he wants to just give up sometimes. I have nothing to give you but my lonesome self. I am at the bottom of the ladder, he once told her, his voice emotional.
You are a son of the Most High, she replied. You're at the bottom now, but ladders are made for climbing. Her word had a way of lifting him up when he most needed it. I want to see you, she said. I always wanted to visit Jamaica, but never like this.
Come and see me if you can, Evelyn. Your face will chase away all the darkness from my tormented soul. Please come see me if you can, he said with a little joy in his voice. 3 weeks passed, no word from James. Carlton messaged him 3 times, no reply. Did James and Janice conspire? 6. Bitcoin could change anyone's loyalty. But James don't need my money. He has much more Bitcoins than I have. James is a multimillionaire. Carlton knew that much. Unless something else happened with him and Janice. Thoughts raced through his mind. At night, Carlton tossed on his floor mattress, sweating, eyes wide. Only Evelyn's voice and Aunt Jess's meals kept him surviving every day. Then Evelyn texted.
I'm coming in 2 weeks. Flight's booked.
He texted and called James again and again. Evelyn's coming. Please send the laptop and drive with her. Still no response. Father, he whispered, if I lose everything, don't let me lose hope. Carlton begged Delroy for the car to pick up Evelyn. Delroy refused. No one drives this car but me. After much pleading and hearing no several times, Delroy changed his mind and agreed to drive him to the airport. He was so thankful. It felt like God was changing hearts around him.
Evelyn arrives. Evelyn arrived at the airport in a white sundress, radiant. Carlton ran to her. She hugged him tight.
You're even more beautiful in this Jamaican sunshine, he said. Delroy was surprisingly polite. He even joked and offered to drive them to her Airbnb in Ocho Rios.
It was a stunning apartment. She insisted Carlton stay, with separate rooms.
They went for a walk in the area to the local restaurant. They ordered local special jerk chicken, rice and peas, and some drinks to take back to the apartment. Later that night, Carlton was emotional on the veranda. "I can't even offer you lunch," he said. "You are the only thing stopping me from running mad in this place." He confesses everything about his Bitcoin investment and James trying to get it from Janice. "I haven't heard from James for over 6 weeks. I don't know what to believe anymore," his voice cracking under the emotional stress.
Evelyn listens to him with surprise. She hugged him and whispered in his ears. "Bitcoin's at $120,000 now. You're holding over $720,000.
"You follow crypto?" he asked.
Every paycheck. Freedom money," she responded. "You're going through hell," she said, "but God's got you. Just keep praying." The next morning, Carlton was sleeping late. Knock on his door. "Wake up, Carlton." It's after 9. Carlton slowly opens his eyes and sat up in bed. "I haven't slept this late in 2 months," he said.
He reaches to check his phone, froze, then shouted, "Yeah!"
"Carlton," she ran back into the room. "What happened?"
Carlton's face light up with joy and happiness. "It's James. He's coming tomorrow. He has everything. He was busy with a business merger. He was also keeping Janice happy." Carlton sounding puzzled, explaining to Evelyn. "Evelyn, you are a godsend and my lucky charm. I have a big favor to ask you. Can you cover the taxi fare for me?"
She smiled. "It would be my pleasure."
The taxi arrived at Montego Airport around 1 p.m. James emerged at 1:30 p.m. in shades and linen. Carlton walked up to him. "I thought you were gone."
I know you were sweating bricks. I had to pull a James Bond on your ex to smooth things out. Don't worry, I didn't go too far, but I don't know how long I can resist her," James said, smiling.
They laughed and hugged.
James met Evelyn. "It's a pleasure to finally meet you, the enchanting Evelyn. Carlton have spoken so much about you," James said while Evelyn blushed.
At Hotel Rio, James reached into his bag and handed Carlton 2 envelopes. $9,980 from the Bitcoin brothers. No loan, just a gift for your troubles. We take care of our own. Carlton was overcome with gratitude. Then the laptop, the drive. Carlton logged into the crypto exchange. $720,235. He cried.
Evelyn held him. "This is God's grace. You held on."
James raised his drink. "Hey, where's my hug?" He steps into a 3-way hug. "Okay, that is enough. No more tears. It's time to celebrate and party," James shouted, raising his glass up high.
4 days of joy, pools, beach, dancing, drinking, buffet, and city tours.
"You're one of us now," he told Carlton. "We have lots of work for you in the Caribbean. I will not get into it at this time, but I will be in touch." James then left for his flight back to New York.
Evelyn extended her stay for 3 more days in Ocho Rios. They had a glorious time. Carlton haven't had so much joy in his life. Even when he lived in the US, he never experiences so much happiness.
Carlton proposed to Evelyn on the way to the airport. He couldn't let her leave without securing her hand in marriage.
"Yes," she shouted. "Let's do it." She grabbed him and kissed him long and hard. I held off as long as I could to do that. Now that I am leaving, it's safe for both of us, being Christian and all, she said, smiling.
"Come back in 6 weeks. I can't wait any longer. We'll have a wedding. Money's no problem now." Carlton felt a sad tug at his heart as Evelyn stepped through the airport doors back to New York. Carlton waited to be picked up at the airport. Delroy pulled up in his car. "Don't turn me into your personal taxi." Carlton laughed. "Thanks for coming." Delroy studied him. "What happened to you?" "Prepare your best suit, cousin. We getting married, me and Evelyn." Delroy almost slammed the brakes. "Lord God, him gone mad. See what a beautiful woman in paradise will do to you." Carlton didn't respond, just kept smiling. Delroy stared at him. "You serious?" "Dead serious," Carlton replied. Then he leaned over. "You still want to buy the bar from the Englishman?" Carlton reached into his bag and pulled out an envelope and gave it to Delroy. $1,000 US. This is for you." Delroy's eyes nearly popped out of his skull. "Wait, Evelyn a drug dealer? Where you get this money, cuz?" Carlton chuckled. He planned never to tell Delroy about his Bitcoin business. He didn't want his story circling around town. For his and the family's safety, the less they know is better. "Let's just say I have overseas investors. We are buying the bar. You ready for a partnership? Let's buy it together. Partners?" "Yes, man," Delroy shouted. Carlton continued. "We'll fix up Aunt Jess's house, too. Let her relax herself in something nice and comfortable. A wedding in paradise." Carlton and Evelyn were married at Secrets Resort in St. James, Montego Bay, overlooking the beautiful ocean. Pastor Johnson flew down from the US along with church members and friends who believed in Carlton's redemption story. James arrived, dressed sharp as ever, with Janice by his side. It was the only way Carlton could see his son, Michael, at the wedding. Later, as the crowd danced and the night breeze swept over the resort, Carlton and James stepped away from the party for a private toast. "You came with Janice?" Carlton asked, raising an eyebrow. James smirked.
She's not as bad as you think. Losing you changed her. She's trying. And well, he shrugged. She zoomed in on my wallet this time.
They both burst into laughter. Carlton leaned in. "I know we're not supposed to ask, but just this once, how much Bitcoin are you holding?" James gave him a look.
You know that's sacred info. But for you, I'll tell you once, I'm sitting on over $30 million worth.
Carlton choked on his drink. James continued, casually.
By the way, check your wallet later. The Bitcoin Bros Society, BBS, sent you 4 Bitcoin. A wedding gift from us to you and Evelyn.
Carlton was speechless. Then James leaned in with a serious tone.
Now listen carefully. Your honeymoon's not the end. It's just the beginning. The BBS wants you to scout a resort in Jamaica, a private sanctuary for BBS members, their families, business leaders, and global allies. A place where deals get done and peace gets made.
Carlton nodded, absorbing every word.
And after that, James added, we'll be sending you across the Caribbean. Duplicating the model. You're not just Rasta Carl anymore. You're a regional ambassador.
They toasted, eyes locked with the weight of destiny between them.
That's when Evelyn and Janice walked over, laughing and glowing from the dance floor.
"What are you two plotting over here?" Janice teased.
Probably planning world domination, Evelyn joked.
They all laughed out loud, together, whole, and ready for a beautiful future. And this was just the beginning. There is more to come.